Hi Mar, how's it? Alright, best of luck. Enjoy. Are you looking for like specific IVs or like specific builds? Or the first Roomish is okay? The first shiny UH, I mean. I remember you were picky about the radar. Gotcha. Best of luck. Thank you so much, bro. I mean, I'm already abusing a bit, but I'm of course not rejecting anything today, for sure, as in any other day, you know. What I've been thinking to in these days, actually, that I've been finding these many shinies, is what if I wasn't hunting for Cresselia this year and I was actually on like normal hunts? Because in the end, like all the hunts that I mean, all these shinies that I found were from sessions that I did 1 day per week. So, like, I don't know, like, I think I would have already beaten, like, the record of the past year of mine. It was 31 or 30, I don't remember. But I mean, I had a drought for 4 months, so. In the past year. Anyway, there's still half of the year, let's see what happens. Already having collecting this money is insane. Real. To me, the most precious one is Masquerain, between all of them, by far. I consider it as one of my most precious one ever. That was a great find. Started to edit the video recently. Watching the reaction again was like felt strange. I didn't see it in a while. 10 encounters in. Hi Jizu. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Line completed, bro. For free. Jizu is still on the safari phase. But actually doesn't mean you are hunting in the end. Or I'm wrong. Alright. So like I'm parallel to the safari zone. Or I mean with the 2 euro you meant like I mean beside mine and not beside the safari zone. By the way, I even forget I'm hunting for Giratina right now. Hola, Bijo. Good evening. How's it? Bro, your score for the Safari Week was immaculate. Those ones are rare, actually. Bro, I mean, that Snorlax was a 3-digit. But the last one I had that was that fast, I think I was Nidoran male more than a year ago. Anyway, as you can see from the layout, I upgraded the phases box. Now it is actually able to hold way more. Hopefully not decays. I mean, it will not be needed. But we have some other phases can be fit in. Still messing around in the Safari Zone, or you left? I agree. By the way, the fact that right now they are like super close to each other is what actually is one of the reasons why I wanted to upgrade the box, actually, because like it wasn't already like it still wasn't fulfilled like completely, you know. But if you go back to the previous stream dedicated to Cresselia, Munchlax was actually at the end of the line, and Snorlax would have been the first one of the third line. So in the end, like I knew that I would have had to upgrade the size. So I said, let me do it right now, so that I at least they're together. I mean, that one is definitely a week, bro. 3 shinies in 9 days. What are we talking about? Also, you also dropped the Safaris and Jizya, I see. Fair enough. Time to get back to the regular schedule. Hi, David. We're here. How's it? 15. We are a little bit more than 1,000 away from Psyduck right now with the encounters. The goal is to defeat it. Then right after having defeated it, and Psyduck shined after 11, 8, 88, Cresselia can actually shine. We can still make it be the longest round of the arc. Just gotta get to like 12Ks. Anyway, did you guys notice the upcoming round that is in the box? We're going for Porygon. What's the next part of the round in Platinum? That one is the one that I was keeping as a sort of secret, even if in the end I mentioned the Pokemon like 3 months ago, a couple of times. That one is a sick one. And there is part of the Sinjoh Dex. I mean, would be cool. Would be cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Like keeping the GIF, like I don't know, shadowed or stuff like that. Problem is that like if I'm finding right now something, there gotta be a Pokemon that is inserted in the box, you know. If not, I would be like on a clip that I mean, like there would be a problem in the layout. But it is cool actually. By the way, honestly, I love way more. Like I'm vibing way more hunting when I'm like in this setup rather than in whatever parallel round so far in every single session. Like every single time I was hunting for a parallel round, I would have rather been hunting for these, and this is a good thing. Bella Scotty. Good evening. If that one was the target, would be fine. I mean, one day it will actually be the target in Gen 3. Right now I'm just phasing on it. '23. Yeah. But I mean, it has been kind of the same amount of encounters I've always done. Anyway, less than 35 minutes actually, because like I always waste the first like 2 or 3 minutes because I'm sending the link, etc., and I only have the Sinjoh encounter going. Bella ring, bella Verzi. Good evening. It's great, it's great. Anyway, like once you get used to the hound, I mean the encounters like what is bad about this hound is not that the encounters are slow, is that the encounters are requiring attention. They are not even this slow. In the end, like 40 encounters per hour is not the worst thing in the world from a single device. Then if you get 3 encounters as this one, I mean, for my honest opinion, the glitch to solve this hound is just like going up and down quickly instead of taking a single step, and that's it. Just makes the encounters go way faster. Where's your safari, bro? Keep going, birds, keep going. It's gonna be another PG. Let's go. $26. Jizzy, how many encounters are you into Giratina? Also, are you still going with Bulbasaur? I did. Psylocke was in the Safari Zone, so I actually collected more Safari Shinies than Scotty without even joining the Safari Week. 27. Also at the IRL, I'm expecting to find like 4 or 5. You said Safari Shiny. Safari Shiny was bagged. Bro, that's the worst wish ever, actually. Couldn't have thought of anything worse. $28. Which one? I don't know it. As expected. Plot? $29. Giratina check. Alright, alright. Taking notes. No, I know him. The serial killer. I have a big passion about true crime. And he actually was a manipulator, not really anything else as far as I remember. But same thing in the end. Oh. Well. Then probably 31. Probably his surname is the same, and then but the name isn't the same. And I confused it. I don't know. Anyway. Or they just share the same name. Oh, alright. Yeah, next time Porygon, not in Argon SoulSilver, because in the... I mean, it will be part of the game corner quest in the future, but in Platinum. And it will be an additional flag to the Sinnoh index. And I prepared a very clean layout for it that I really am satisfied of. I can't wait to start it. I don't know how efficiently it will match the Dratini Hound. I didn't do any test. I don't care. I will make it work somehow. But yeah, Porygon is the thing I want to go for after Snorlax. I wish I didn't have to spoil it with this graphic, but it goes that way. 33. No, in Platinum you obtain it the same way you obtain like EV in Argon SoulSilver. There is an NPC that gives you the Porygon, and there is a little bit of a cutscene before. I mean cutscene, like there are many texts, you gotta spam A and that's it. Nothing crazy. But the last time that I completed that was expecting for me to be scrolling down the party was a while ago, beside the Olga. So, I mean, about time to feel it again. You're still salty at the Snorlax. Bro, that's how it goes. I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But of course, for the most important round, I'm not. Mandatory. Take it as a sign to start Munchlax and complete the line. Alright. So you wanna level it up without evolving it? That's a cool thing to do in my honest opinion. I mean, like bringing base forms or like unevolved Pokémons to high levels is cool. Hi Pokemon, good afternoon. How's it going with your work? The stone that doesn't make it evolve is the Everstone. But wasn't Munchlax evolving with the happiness? I don't think that an Everstone would be needed. I hope you are not talking about your mouth. In his face, not even in the mouth. A shining smile. Guys, when you're missing some teeth, you gotta join the safaris on your Fire and Leaf Green and collect the item. If you know, you know. Out of the forehead. $38. Do you have any profile picture? I can't see it. Bro, but like, how could you actually just check the Pokédex instead of checking the boxes, like, and resetting before doing that? Like, I don't... Like, I would understand doubting about the... I thinking that the Pokédex play could work, because in the end it makes sense. But bro, like, do some researches before, you know? Yeah, I know it is Carty, but I still can't see the profile picture. And in fact, I was asking for the profile picture. Exactly, that's why it makes sense, actually. But I hope for you didn't get this shiny, I guess. We'll never know. That's a good thing, at least. You're still thinking about these Snorlax, bro. It was just a shiny before 1,000, bro, like as many others. And by the way, that one is the second one that I collect this year in the first stream that I dedicate to it. Because also the very first shiny of this year, that was Arceus, was found that same way. Crazy. Sorry. That is this shinies that he got in the Safari Zone. Oh, failed. Oh no, he didn't get any. Anyway, my bad. Nah, don't worry. She's proud that she has a sound that doesn't overreact. She can't even hear me. "43. This is an Cresselia. Hi y'all. Might be. You joined just in time to see it. "43. And in the meanwhile, 1300 on Giratina. "44. No, you can do whatever you want with Giratina. You can trade it to whatever game you want. Why not? Why can't you trade it with the orb? 45. First tower. Very good. Very solid. I do. I have breakfast with them. I mean with it. With a single one that is very big. Honestly, like I never tried, but I'll tell you, like it works like regularly. But honestly, I didn't even know you couldn't actually move a Giratina that was holding the orb. I had no clue. So might even be that I have no clue of other things actually, beside that one. So I can't really tell, I guess, but that item gotta work in the same way, like, so I assume it is how it works, like that's how it works. But you never know here, like things are weird sometimes. For a single pancake that is actually like 2 centimeters tall, trust me, it's more than enough. It is almost a lunch. 47. I can already do it. I already have a shiny Giratina. If you want, but before the end of this stream we can try. We have the time. But weren't we talking about moving Giratina already holding the orb to the other game? I can back up a file without any problem. So I can even complete the Sinjoh Ruins encounter, save, do the thing, receive the Pokémon, and then inject the file again. By the way, I thought we were talking about moving Giratina with the orb. Anyway, like this, I mean, more tell us if we're wrong, but it's not even needed to try this stuff. Like, if there is an orb in one game and you're moving Giratina to a game that got the orb, it is turning to the origin form. I would bet my life over it, but also because like if it works for the Sinjoh Giratina, why shouldn't it work for another Giratina? In the end, I'm receiving the Giratina in the origin form, so. I really should. It's addictive. I'm sorry. I have no clue. I didn't even know there was an origin form in Diamond and Pearl. But, I mean, might be. $49. Great guy. Drank too many times. Sometimes drops weird takes. But still fine. Great emote user. Course. Top 3 people on YouTube that I wish were pocket tubers. I have no clue, bro. I don't wish that anyone was a pocket tuber that already isn't, I guess. That's a weird question. So I don't really watch Pokemon content, so never really been in this spot of hoping for someone to be bringing Pokemon on their channel. But lately I've been watching a couple videos more than usual. about Pokemon completely randomly. $52. Instant buyout. I've been playing Pokemon actually. But I mean, I guess you already know, since you are one of his duables. $53. Is this shiny one? $54. I'm pretty sure when I got shinies actually. In the end, being here like actively hunting instead of being watching a show and being involved in something else plays a role a lot. Whenever you're watching a show, like you're super distracted, etc., and it is always a jump scare. Like every single time I'm hunting here while I'm streaming, like I'm actively watching the consoles, you know, like the few times I get like, I really remember one of the dark races I found that was a real jump scare because I was super involved in what I was saying and I wasn't paying attention too much to the screens because I was also hunting for I was also fishing for Dratini actually, and then I found a dark ray and like also it was super fast, so that spot for example reminded me a lot of when I was hunting off camera. I mean off camera, off stream, still on camera. And that's why since I started to stream, I feel like that the random encounter rounds like they were always my favorite type of round. But they've been growing way more inside me actually, because of the fact that like when I'm sitting here like staying here hunting, the one I I'm expecting to find a shiny, but I'm more prepared, you know. But what I'm not prepared to is the shiny that I'm finding, you know. So there is like an additional odd, and that is very cool. I didn't get what you mean, Ring. I do. I mean, I still get encounters sometimes. Works. And in fact, I am really curious about the way I will react to Cresselia, actually. Because the last time I've been hunting for such a Pokemon was Mesprit, and when I was hunting for Mesprit, like, I remember that the one I said I was feeling like it was a torture, but it wasn't a torture, but I really felt like I was doing it and I wanted to end it. Alright, right now I'm not even close to be feeling that way. Like I'm chilling so much. So I really don't know like what to expect actually. I don't know if I like, because it might even be that I'm reacting to Cresselia as if I like the same way I was reacting to whatever other shiny, you know. I hope not to, of course, because in the end it is like a, I mean, but it might happen actually. I'm super curious. I've been thinking about this in the like a couple of days ago actually. I've been realizing this, like I was like, this like especially if like I'm staying quiet and I'm not talking about stuff or whatever, because it means that I'm really tryharding to get the encounters, and then at that point that is the spot in which I would be the most prepared to it. But yeah, I am super curious actually to see what happens, because in the end, like I also didn't know like what to expect when I was hunting for the Arga actually. In the end I ended up reacting, I don't even, not huge, I don't know, normal, but it was influenced from the fact that it was the first encounter of this stream. Like the circumstances actually played a role in that spot. So I don't know, but like what actually so right now I am chilling, and that's true, but the more we go on, the more I feel like I need to find these, bro, because like my goal was not to go into 2026 by still being on this round. And so like something that would actually give me way more adrenaline, like so much actually, it would be like finding it on like going on like months without finding it. Until, I mean, months. We are actually not too far away from November in the end. But like already like being on November, if I didn't find it and then I get it, would be insane. Like at that, because like it would really be real that I'm not getting it, you know, and then I get it, and that would be crazy. So that spot would actually build the exponential adrenaline. Yes, the more we go on until, I mean, like once we go over like September or whatever. Is Cresselia already got material for the collection? Yeah, because in the end this one is the shiny that I committed the most amount of hours on, so it gotta be. But it depends on what happens when I get it, like the magic of the moment and the magic of what still is, I mean, what still has to happen during the journey. Because as right now, I don't know, because like I was recently updating the banner of the channel, and I was actually, because in the end I found multiple Pokémons that would actually deserve a spot in that place, that are Masquerain, the Alga, in the end is a Sinjoh Ruins Pokemon. And I've been thinking about these. I've been thinking about like restyling a little bit the banner, like deciding to cut down stuff that probably wasn't that special in the end, but was just like cool and not that special. And that's why I didn't insert the Alga from the Sinjoh Ruins actually, because to me that one was a normal round. I don't really feel anything more for that. Of course still is like a prestigious shiny and all of that, but I don't know, to me it is a normal round. And I've been like looking back at the rounds, and I've been also like analyzing again like Mesprit for example, and honestly I don't know what I would tell you about the GOAT material for Cresselia. Of course, it got the biggest journey built around something that I ever did. So, thank you so much. Happy you like it. So, most likely, I mean, like Cresselia is the symbol of an entire year of mine in which I've been shinyhunting. So, that is already like keeping a lot of value. I mean, holding a lot of value. So, as it is right now, I would tell you most likely yeah. But we gotta see. Absolutely. Also, I wanna see how I feel when I get it. Really, because like the more I go on hunting, the more the way I feel changes. You know, not necessarily like in a bad way. You know, of course, the more shinies you get, the more you get used to it, and the more it is normal. Because in the end, it is normal. We're going for them. You know, in the end. And that's why like I'm pushing myself more through more difficult rounds, because those ones are the ones that actually, I don't know, interest me the most right now. But the problem is that like right now I don't know how I will feel about Cresselia, because I'm increasing the standard every single time I do an round more than the previous time, and so like at some point it gotta be stopping. I don't know where actually. Already, if I like when I get Cresselia, I don't feel that much of an art attack. It would actually mean that like also it also went down of a little bit. I don't know, because when I got Mesprit, bro, I was about to panic, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But it was like a completely different scenario. Like I wasn't really diving into the journey. Like back then I was looking for the shiny, I was looking for improving the collection, etc. Right now like I'm completely diving into the journey, wanting to create great videos about documenting the stuff I find. It's really not this much related to the stuff I find. It's related to the vibe that I have during the entire thing. That's all of the value that it got to me. And so far, we experienced many things actually during this journey, so it definitely is big. I'm still No, coughing gotta be added. I still didn't complete. I didn't have the time to style it. I didn't have the time to complete it. But yeah, I gotta add coughing, and I gotta understand about Larios, because before there was, now there isn't. But I still gotta decide. I was doing some tests and see how it was looking when I added mask, but there still is stuff that I gotta add. I didn't have the time to. But coughing, there is 100%. Coughing is my most important find ever in my life so far. So that one is that thing will never be paired. The lore that there is behind it, the way it ended up happening, like everything was too clean. That one is for sure in the banner. I still didn't insert it though. About Larios, I don't know. Because Larios is super important, but inserted in it, like close to like Raikou, Mesprit, and Cresselia, it seems the roamer. It wasn't a roamer. It's just a regular round. But I gotta see. I would like to somehow add something to the banner close to the Pokémons that I get, that actually reminds not only me but everyone that watches, that sees the banner, of this specific journey, and not about the Pokemon only, and that's it. And that's why I was even doubting about keeping Mesprit in, because Mesprit is a huge find, but it's just a huge find, you know, there isn't anything more behind it. Cresselia is way more valuable than Mesprit to my eyes. Of course, it's just taking 5 times as long, but beside that, the entire thing there is around it, etc. But in the end, also Mesprit was part of the process. But the point is that like I can't actually fulfill the banner already this quickly. Anyway, I don't know. I gotta see. Let me, because I also forgot about the fact that I had to still update the banner, to still complete it, not update. Because update, it is actually updated, because the last find I got was coughing. So it actually was Masquerain. So it actually is updated, but not with everything. Yeah. As it is right now, I am adding Cresselia to the banner. It should be one of my most precious finds. It should, but I still didn't find it, so I still don't know how I will feel about it, and how I will feel about, because like also creating the video plays a role to me before adding something to the Hall of Fame. The banner of my channel is the Hall of Fame to me, because during the months it would take me to edit such a video, I really understand what I did and how full of value it was. Larios must be in for sure. Is the symbol of your live streaming journey. Do you think it is the symbol of my live streaming journey? In the end, like a lot of time passed since Larios. Many other shinies got found. I don't know. That one was just lucky enough to be the first one. That's why we actually... I'm not the first one, but the first important one. The more the time passes, the more like I'm kinda resizing the find. If only the Pokemon itself was a bit harder when it comes to the encounter, the way you encounter it, it would have been guaranteed Hall of Fame. Even if, as it is right now, it still is. But probably the problem is that I am detaching too much from the past right now. Probably if I take a look to the video that I uploaded back then for Larios, I dive into the vibe again, and I understand it gotta be there, and it actually got to. I don't know. On mobile it seems a little cut off. So there is a problem with the banners actually, because depending on the devices you're watching it, it looks different actually. But on my phone, it looks the way it should look. It looks this way. Doesn't seem cut or anything. I don't know if I agree with your take, Jizzy. I can't really visualize them that way. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. No, the regis aren't getting cut down. The regis is the very first thing that really was insane about all the insane streak of crazy finds that I had. The regis were insane. They will never leave. It felt unreal. Like what I felt finding them was crazy. They will forever stay there. Finding an entire trio below 1,000 each before a quarter of the odds total, and like the actual same Pokemon found twice, like they are part of the same trio, is insane as a coincidence. I'm watching the picture you sent me, but I'm still not understanding. It seems fine to me, isn't it? Anyway, you're from the iPad. Alright. I don't know, it seems fine actually. No, not on the same cartridge, but on Platinum. No, yeah, that was crazy actually. The amount of people that were joining every time telling me, bro, I still didn't find it. And I was thinking about that thing a couple of weeks ago, unironically, because in the end, right now I've been sitting on Cresselia for 2 months longer than how long I've been sitting on Larios. And also, I started Larios the 1st of January and ended before May, and I only streamed it for like 2 months and a half. But there were way more people that were joining and asking me about Larios than there are asking me about Cresselia, actually. Even if this journey streamed has been lasting thrice the Larios one, when it comes to the amount of times I streamed. Because in the end I started to stream Larios when I was already at 22Ks. It seems shorter than the actual part of the banner. I don't know, I will check off stream. Crazy, isn't it? Snorlax took me 2 hours, Larios took me like 200 plus. And they are the same amount. Crazy. Anyway, talking about stuff, you also mentioned Mesprit that should have been removed. You're saying it just because I found it not on stream, because trust me, if I found it on stream, you wouldn't be saying the same right now. If you experienced it with me. Also, Mesprit was a very big jump, because in the end I started hunting for the roamers from the dogs, because they were the most, they were the easiest one. But like back then when I was hunting for Raikou and Entei, I was like, yeah, I'm hunting for these ones. I don't know if I will ever hunt for roamers again, but I want to beg a roamer. I need one. And that one was it. Then like already even like deciding to go and committing to Mesprit wasn't the easiest, because I was like, I mean, by doing this I'm actually acknowledging that I will be sitting here every time doing like 30 encounters per hour. It's not the easiest. It wasn't the easiest to my eyes back then. But I did it and I found it. So it was good. It felt good, sorry. So I also thought about considering about removing it, but there is a lot behind it still. It was a very important milestone of the project, and I wouldn't be hunting for Cresselia if it wasn't for Mesprit right now. So 65. I'm really curious about what happens when I get Cresselia. Oh, now I understood. You're talking about the lateral parts in the banner, aren't you? That isn't on me actually, because depending on the device you're taking a look to the banner from, it is sized in a different way. Like right now, if you were opening my channel on a television, like, because the picture that Verzi sent me is this one. That is the way you actually see it from the PC or the tablet. The PC should be the same. From the mobile phone, you see it this way. That is the most frequent way someone will actually watch my channel, so I suppose. And I mean, it's the only way I could have actually made it be looking great, because if I was actually adapting it to the computer, it wouldn't have been looking great on the mobile. And at least this way it looks great on the mobile and also on the computer. And if you watch it on the TV, it is even bigger than that. Like there is also like these parts that there are on the right and on the left, the blue parts. There are also other on the top and on the bottom. Anyway, other excursus. I was talking about the dogs previously, saying that they are the easiest roamers, because that's what they are. But at the same time, I really have high expectations about them whenever I start my journey for them. Because in the end, they still are roamers, so they are still tough hounds. I mean, the chance of phasing is what actually makes them be, when it comes to the emotions that I am expecting to feel when I get them, or when I get one, they should be higher than Cresselia, just because of the same concept that I apply to how I react to random encounters and how I react to soft resets. Soft reset is a round that I am doing, and I am 100% completing, most likely around the odds or whatever, because that's the stats. But you never know when it comes to the random encounters, you never know when it comes to coin flips. And that's what makes them be so superior to my eyes. So I'm really curious. Yes, now I said I said goodbye. For example, if right now I imagine the way I would react to finding Dratini after having phased twice, or even finding Dratini after having phased like even a couple times more than twice, I still think I would actually react. I don't know, like if I gotta imagine it right now, it would be Ring. I guess you remember the Seedot Hound, don't you? When I found Seedot, I was like, I really felt like it was like a win, actually, you know. It is tough to explain. If you guys didn't see the video, check it out. It was a strange reaction, actually, but I really relate to it. It is really the way like, I don't know. Whenever like a step, like an important step gets taken, I would say, I don't know. In that spot, like I needed, it was a member for my team. It was an hound that I could have phased on. Could have phased for, sorry. So when I got it, I was like, I felt like if I won a match, you know, and I just like realized about winning the match like right before winning it, you know. And that's what I like the most. And like that's why I think that the dogs are superior when it comes to the adrenaline that they give you when you get them, compared to Mesprit and Cresselia and whatever other roamer that isn't one of those two. In fact, I wanna prioritize way more the random encounters sound in my in the future. Then of course, like my journeys involve like multiple type of hounds, but yeah, right now in fact I'm doing many soft reset hounds, like in the parallel hounds, because there are many. These are all the hounds that I don't want to build a journey around, but that I still want, and I want to have in the box and on the channel. And that's why I'm doing them. Even if they are not my biggest targets, let's put it this way. For example, Snorlax isn't a Pokemon I really care of. He's not even part of the Living Dex. Just as also like Psyduck was, for example. But Psyduck was already in the Safari Zone, so the more complicated, let's go this way, let's say complicated, because there are many features put together in a specific hound. For example, in the Psyduck one, that I could have phased for, even if I mean, there was only a 5% Golduck, so that one doesn't even count. But there was the Safari Zone, etc. I'm actually moving way more to those type of hounds. The one that got many things put together that make them be more random. As if 1 1 and 2 wasn't random enough. That's a great Hall of Fame. Something that I really like, as you already did, that you put a Pokemon in the Hall of Fame because of how fast it was, I guess, right? I don't know, was it your... Oh no, it was Among Us the fastest one you got. I thought Thunderous was inserted because of that. Anyway, I would really like to find in a stream a shiny that is my fastest ever shiny. That right now is a 96 eggs Togepi. And that one would be in the Hall of Fame, 100%. 100%. I can't wait, but imagine booting a stream and finding a shiny, like booting the first stream dedicated to that Pokemon and you get it after like 20 minutes. That is insane, actually. I already went super close to it with Magikarp the past year, actually. It was super close. And also, bro, that Magikarp was super special. It went super close to being like a double shiny at the same time. So close, actually. It was so few encounters away from the Lapras that I just got before. It is cool, actually. It is cool. Same way. Same way for Amora. Nice technique. Hi Ryan. Good morning. How's it? Pokemon that I'm looking for inserting in the Hall of Fame that I have in mind are for sure the first level Europe that I've been not mentioning because I never named it, but there is one 5% first level Europe that I've been talking about many times, and that one I can't wait to insert it there, but I don't know when I will be able to go for it. Then a female combi will be there 100%. Then let me see. I mean, Cresselia, I guess. We'll see what happens with Raikou and Entei whenever it happens. Like, for example, also Raikou right now is in the Hall of Fame, you know. That one is a meaningful Pokemon. Actually, it made me do the jump from not recording to recording. But it was so long ago that, like, right now, like, I feel like I will never touch it. All right, I will never remove it from the Hall of Fame. Also because, like, one of the things that one of the concepts I was applying to the Hall of Fame when I decided to build it was that whenever something was joining, it was never leaving. Because if it joined, it had the right to join and it was worth it. In order for me not to change my mind later just because I was, like, detaching too much or too much time was passed, you know. And that's why, like, Laria's gotta be there again. I gotta find out a way to make them look great, actually, because there isn't too much space. Because in the end, like, in the platform that all of them are, like, sitting on in the banner right now, it is almost fulfilled. So I should probably add, like, a couple other platforms on the left and on the right in order for the others to stay, I guess. Lip up terrible, bro. Disgusting shine. Barati was a gutted nickname. But guys, we actually need to start, like, writing down many nicknames for Magikarps, because I don't even want to know how many I'm finding in ON, bro, whenever I'm starting. I really don't want to know. The Gyarados I will get in ON will 100% be in the Hall of Fame. One of the most majestic shinies plus sprite ever created in my perception. Too good, and it will be a very tough round, actually, that one. That I'm looking for doing. Bro, I'm slowly gotta move to Italy. We get on together, bro. Then let me see. Also, I mean, right now I'm actually hunting. I mean, I'm potentially finding a 5% Dragonair. If I'm finding a Dragonair that is a first time on Europe, if I'm finding it, still not my target, but still. That one would be going to the Hall of Fame, bro. What are we talking about? Whatever first level Europe I get goes directly to the Hall of Fame. The Gentry starters in the Hall of Fame. They are regular rounds, unless something insane happens around them that I'm finding, I don't know, 25 Puchis before finding the trio. No, absolutely not. It is just a meme, but absolutely not. At all. Also because, like, I'm 100% finding many. There are too many starters I gotta go for, too many fossils still that I'm missing. Eevee, I'm 100% bagging a couple females, like, bro, come on. 24. One that got potential is Gible. Not even only in the Safari Zone, because, like, I would go for multiple Gibles for the living decks. One will be in the cave under the cycling road, and that one, but whatever Pokemon that belongs to those type of hounds, so Gible in the Safari Zone, Riol in the Safari Zone, Gible in the like under cycling road, are all hounds that I can actually out of nowhere take a lot of effort and have a crazy journey around. So those ones are, like, super potential hounds that are, I mean not hounds, Pokemons that are going to the Hall of Fame. See any last one ring. Have a good one, have a good night, and find many shinies in Pokemon Sleep. 75. A Pokemon that could have been part of the Hall of Fame was Venomoth in the Safari Zone. That was my first ever Safari shiny coat, 5%, also tough catch. But unironically, today is the first time that I ever think about it, about inserting that one. So if I didn't feel like doing it back then, probably doesn't deserve it. I don't know. But that one was a great one. 76. Let me see, is there any other Pokemon I gotta go for in Sinnoh that is a guaranteed Hall of Fame? I mean, I would go for Fion with the eggs, but it's just an egg hound. Like, even Riol wouldn't have been added. If all that stuff that happened around it didn't happen, I would have thought about adding it or not. But it still was an heavy hound to me, so probably I would have added it anyway. But about Fion, I don't know, I guess that one I gotta see how I feel. If I feel super exhausted after the like at the end of the hunt or whatever, that thing is something that depends on the journey, I guess. Can't really be defined. Giratina check. Triple 7 on screen. By the way, we are 2 hours in. We're doing fine. It's already 11 p.m. Fair enough, I started pretty late. I agree. I agree. I don't know how would I don't know how to imagine it. But that one is for sure something that could exist. I don't even know if it ever happened that they added a middle evolution after the base form and the final form already existing. But it would be cool. I was stopping them. First time's failure is is body shaming. By the way, it could exist actually. I would love a Mega Evolution that looks just as the Gigamax form. To me, Snorlax looks so good in that form. Could definitely have been a Mega. Hold on, let me see if it is raining. No, alright. I saw lightning. No, bro. It would be crazy. Imagine. I'm a champ. I would love it. It would be absurd. Actually, it would be broken. Imagine like in the competitive it would actually completely change the build. It would become like, I don't know, like a killer, like a fast one that, I don't know. It would be so cool. But honest, we gotta also change the type. At that point, gotta be fighting type, I don't know. With the open eyes. I'm just imagining Kid Muscle right now. Just so that you know it. But that literally is the cosplay of the Mega, in my honest opinion. 85. I've never seen it. But when these past minutes I've been thinking more about the Cresselia and Hall of Fame thing. I'm trying to be like more realistic about it. More realist about it. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, he's 100% going to the Hall of Fame. Bro, this is the only shiny that I spent this much time on in my entire life. Already, and I still didn't even find it. He's a guaranteed Hall of Fame. I don't even care. We're talking about a Romer, oh, bro. What was I even on? When I was actually doubting about it. I mean... No, yeah, I wish. The problem is that after this stream I gotta bring my dog to the park. And we're gonna play, bro. with the mod. I mean, I wanna go in the Great Marsh in the IRL. Not right now with my dog. Let's go, bro. Best of luck. Best of luck. That for sure is the Elva. I've been there once in a school trip, and it was like almost the end of the year. I mean, I mean, not the end of the year. It was June. All right. And bro, it was like 1 p.m. It was impossible to leave, and we were like under the sun. You're actually right. I don't know. I mean, like, she doesn't talk. But I mean, just as us, like, she suffers it a little bit. Like, she's always KO, you know, like, especially when I bring her to a walk during the lunch time. It's very hot, actually. In fact, we don't stay out for too long. In fact, we stay out more during the night. That there is, bro, the night is clean, actually. Well, not the worst, actually. Considering the amount of air that she got on, I would have expected worse, actually. I'd have expected, like, to be... I mean, I didn't have expectations, actually. Like, I didn't know... I don't know how dogs would have... I wouldn't know how dogs would feel, actually, in general, to hotness, but... I don't know, it seems normal to me, I guess. How it's going. Getting Cresselia around July, August. Alright, alright. I like that call a lot. Would be pretty good, actually. I mean, August might be tough, because like already, I mean, at half of August, I mean, I will not be hunting for Cresselia because I'm going to the IRL. And then I still gotta understand what I'm doing right after the IRL, actually, because I gotta move, so I gotta pack stuff, etc. I don't know. But if I was finding it before the IRL, as I've been saying the past months, would be perfect. '89. Oh, all right. Yeah. She's still active, but she's never. I've never gone through that situation actually so far. That's why I didn't catch it at first. That was you meant. She has always been wanting to play and always been eating, I mean, with during the summer. 90. By the way, I don't know if I want to stop at 100. Actually, I wanted to go a bit on, but it is already pretty late. I don't know. We'll see. 10 cards taking me like 15 minutes. I don't know. $91. Giratina check. $92. We gotta figure out a nickname for Porygon, guys. I don't really have anything written down. What do we go for? I think we can get away with something related to an old game or... And in the end, we better prepare the nickname as soon as possible, because knowing the way these sounds have been going... Could happen from a day to another. I don't know, Scotty. I think I'm getting to 800, but might even be when I get to 800, I feel like I want to go on a little bit. I don't know. I think at best 810. 404. I never use numbers in nicknames. Probably will also error before 404. It is a cool nickname, but I think we can find better than that. But it is cool, so if we don't find anything better, this will be that one. Even ALT F4 would be fun. Randomly. No. Do you know something about the Porygon's role? Not role, lore. Sorry. So like his background story. Because that's what I was actually basing my nicknames on. Back then, I was doing some studies. Now, now I'm not. I think we can actually still stick to something related to the I don't know, high-tech stuff, I don't know, like, I don't know, PCs, I don't know, stuff like that. I think it would be cool, actually. Intel Core i7. Imagine. Nah, don't worry, Scotty, don't worry. Giratina check. Giratina is flying. I'm in origin form. Already 1,400 in, and we also got nerfed actually. Because like for 2 or 3 streams I single hunted for it. God, this trying to nerf my shiny luck, bro. No, Blu-ray actually sounds great. Also because it is blue. And then there is also the move like the beam, like the back move. That, I mean, ray, you know. Even if, I mean, whenever I read ray, I think about ray dark. Goat. 96. But yeah, I'm gonna get to 810. In the end, we need multiple nicknames for Porygon, because like I will go for another one in the game corner. So that's great. I think with all the terminology we can find thousands. By the way, you couldn't state anything more true than what you mentioned, Jizzy. I don't know how, but the insanest things are happening every time, somehow. And you gotta create the occasion, you know. Shiny.eggs. 97. vertical fin thing is unbeatable in my honest opinion. I don't think that anything will be able to come close to it. It was insane overall. Still, it happened so fast. Also, like the video, I don't know. I probably still didn't really realize. I didn't even realize that I started the reclaim. I never felt this strange in my life. But many other tough hounds will come. One is already on the line. But I'm in my mind there still is the debate of, do I insert the Alga Pocky and Giratina from the Sinjoh Ruins in the Hall of Fame or not? Because in the end the points are the only things are that I didn't feel the hound too much, but that's just because I don't think there is any way to feel the hound. If you like, I think everyone had hounds for them as a sort of like backup background hound. So like there is no way to actually really experience the hound. But on the other hand, the entire trio is tier S when it comes to the shiny form, and still they are prestigious shinies. So I don't know. Hold on, oh, which mysterious hound? Because there are a ton that I wanna do that I still didn't mention. Are you talking about the 5% first time on YouTube? Is that it? Or the journey I was planning on starting the next year? I mean, I would have to evolve it. But I don't even know if I want to keep it as evolved or not, actually. I don't know, I wanna manage the evolutions for the living index, because whenever the video will be uploaded, so I mean we're talking about 10 years from now, but whenever it will be uploaded, I will be, I mean, like if I'm showing, for example, Activire or Magmortar, I'm showing the Magby found, and then I'm showing the clip of the evolution, where like I can actually even record it later and then reset in order not to have the Pokemon evolved. Because sometimes I prefer not to. So I don't even know if I wanna actually keep it as evolved or not. But I think that by the time I will have a living dex, I don't know, like, because right now like my boxes are organized in a specific way and is not following the dex order, but I think by the time that I collect a living dex, there is no way I'm not placing everything in order, and at that point I wanna have the Pokemons fully evolved. So probably, but there will not even be this space, I think. Is there this space in Platinum to be able to, I mean, is it able to hold an entire living dex from Sinnoh plus other stuff? Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. These are the best hounds. Like, I mean, right now, it can 100% end on a PG, but you just gotta think about the fact that it could actually not. And that phase could be your longest ever one with a precious shine that you want. That's what you gotta give you the hype, you know? Keep it up. Anyway, I think I'm stopping at 800. I don't want to go too late. Yeah. In the end, I have no reason to rush. I'm already streaming a lot. We're collecting many encounters. So this one is the last encounter, and there is also Giratina that we gotta wait for. Now, yeah, if it ends on a PG, it is sad, but you gotta be confident, bro. You gotta be confident. I was in your same spot when I was hunting for Whismur. That one ended up being my longest ever round, and it was the target. You gotta believe in it. I'm I don't wanna say I believe in fate because I don't, but I think that effort gets paid off. Always. So add up and keep going. Anyway, 800s on Cresselia. I don't think I'm going for another encounter now. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait for Giratina and go on with the Dratini encounter. I mean, there are many better than Ikans. Ikans is better. PG is too frequent. You're definitely finding another one in the future. In the future. Potentially tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, last encounter for the fish, last Giratina, and then I head off. Alright, fish appearing. Giratina in the overworld. We got our first encounter Dialga, can we get our last encounter Giratina? Oh. Guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for being in my company. I enjoyed this stream, as always. Next time we're back on Cresselia, collecting another 100. So that's it. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.